Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to more 14 Minesweeper Variants. Today, I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or get a little scared of it. Today we hop into a new variant. That's right, number 4. I don't know if just plain Minesweeper counts as a variant. If you got 14 Minesweeper variants, Minesweeper is technically the first one, so I feel like there should be 14 others. Anyway, we're doing Liar today, where each clue is either one greater or one less than the actual value. This is gonna be interesting, right? This is gonna be interesting. So every single one is a liar. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. This is gonna break me, okay? This is gonna break me, but let's try it, alright? Let's try it. So, this is actually super interesting already. This is super interesting. So I'm immediately seeing. I'm just gonna mark some stuff before I go all in, right? So this guy, we're going to have like indicators, right? Because we can have where something is +1. We can also have where something is -1. We don't know which are going to be one or the other, but we do have indicators that can say it. So like this 5, for example, is going to be a -1, right? This 1 has to be a -1. This 2 has to be a -1. Anything on edges immediately is going to likely be a -1. Not always. This 1 can clearly be anything. But, I mean, that's where we start, right? So this 1 being a minus, that tells me it has to be 0, right? And 0 tells me I can click this. And then this being 0 becomes actually very interesting, because it has to be 1... You can't have -1 mines, man. We go into, like, the 4th dimension if I do that. So this has to be 1, which makes that a mine there. Now, because of this being a 5, we said that this has to be -1. So there's 4 mines here. This 2, now we know, has to actually be a minus, right? So there's only 1 mine here because this is technically a 1. And this 3 is technically actually also a minus, so this is just a 2, which means this is technically a 1-2. Due to the 1-2 rule, we know this is actually safe. And one of these 2 has to not be a mine, which means since this is a 4, I'm an idiot. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to mark all 3 of those as bad, and I just clicked it with the wrong thing. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. So now this 2 is already taken care of with 2 things, right? So we know he's actually going to be a +1. Now, what else do we know? What else do we know? This 4 could very well be a 5. This 1 has to be a 2. Okay, this 1 has to be a 2. So, well, okay, it could be a 0, actually. No, it can't be, because this 2 has to be a 1, which means one of these 2 has to be safe. So you have to be a 2. That means that this has to be a flag. And one of these 2 has to be a flag, is what that means. Okay. Interesting. What else do I know? This 3 has to be a -1, which means one of these 2 spots is safe. I don't really love that. Also, you guys told me to put on expert mode. I will put on expert mode. Did that save my... I might have... Okay, yeah, I'm still in that. Okay, thank God. I'm gonna turn on expert mode, because I normally end up quitting the levels anyway. So I might as well go into expert mode for these instead. Okay, what else do I know? What else do I know? Let's take a look. So this 2 has to be a 1. That means one of these 2 is bad. This 2 has to be a 3, right? You're a plus. This 4 does not necessarily have to be a 5. It just makes sense for it to be a 5. This is currently a 1-1. here. So one of these two has to be bad, but we don't know about the 4. And then one of these two has to be bad, but we don't know anything about that. I don't actually know what the next logical step is here. So I feel like since we're on our first ever Liars Minesweeper, give me the hint here. Okay. So what are you trying to tell me with this? I see what you're trying to tell me with this. So we know that this 4 can't be. What are you trying to tell me? How do I know this 4 is not a 3? Is my current question. Is it mine count? So if we know that there's 1 between these two. We know that there's 1 between these two. We know that there's 1 between these two. You can't make the assumption that there has to be another mine for this 4. Because you still have these 3 slots that could fill in the remaining 2 out of your 5. So that's not the case. Instead, what are you saying? So this has to be a 3. So if this spot was... You're basically trying to tell me that this 4 is guaranteed to be a 5? Is that what you're telling me? I don't know why you're guaranteed to be a 5. That logic is not making sense. But what this is trying to tell me is that this is actually... Really? So you're telling me that is bad, which then means this is safe, but that means that you are saying that this 4 is just a 3. Like so. I don't know how we can assume that. I don't know how we can assume that. That one is breaking me a little bit. So then this 3 has to be a 4. With 2 mines remaining, it has to be this. Okay. I get it. Hey, we can work around this, and I think that's fine. So this is safe, right? This is bad. That's a good start, at least. Let's think. So that 0 on the bottom means that there's 1 in those 5 surrounding cells. That's a lot of knowledge, right? That's a lot of knowledge. So we know. Let's not have a straight line that is ungodly levels of straight. And by ungodly levels of straight, I mean literally just not straight at all. So that's all good there. 1, 2. You're not a 1, 2 though. You're a 1. You're either a 1, 3 or you're a 1, 1, or you're not a 1 actually. So you're either a 0, but you can't be, so you have to be a 2. Really? So you can be a 0? Oh yeah, because you can still touch that. Okay. So this is where the mines were. Okay. That's interesting. Go to the next one. Look, this section's gonna hurt me a lot, but that's the point. So this is easy. We know those are that. This is easy. We know those are that. That's 4 mines already in, and we know those are safe. I mean, that's a hell of a start, actually. Now where do we go now? Do. We know this 3 is a minus. So it's only 2, which means one of these 2 spots is bad. Which means since only one of these 2 spots is bad, this 2 has to be a minus instead of a plus, because you can't have both of these, which would be needed if you were a 3, so this is safe. And then since you're a 0, we know 1 has to be here, so those 2 are safe. That felt good. This 4, we know this has to be bad, because one of these 2 has to be bad. He has to go down, since he's only surrounded by 4. This 5 has to go down, right? Yeah, this 5 has to go down to 4, which is fine. Obviously, this had to go up. I wish there was a better way to do my markings for this one, but unfortunately, I think that this is the better way to do it. This 2. So this 2 could very well go up to a 3, and then you would have these 3 spots, right? Do I like that? I don't hate that. I am curious. Yeah, okay, hold on. Well, no, this 5 has to go down, because theoretically, this is possible, right? That's definitely doable. But also, technically speaking, I mean, this is also possible, right? No, that's not possible, because now this 2... this is what we need to see, right? So this 2 can't just be a 2. This 5 can't just be a 5. So since this 2... I feel like my logic, I'm here, but my brain is floating in a river somewhere. They like dumped my body and they ran. Because this is a 5, I need 4 slots filled. In order to fill 4 slots, that means there has to be 2. There has to be 2 of these 3 filled in order to fulfill this 5. Since 2 of these 3 have to be filled, all 3 of them have to be filled. Yeah. That's absolutely the logic. And then those flow in, and then those flow in. Okay, yeah, nice. Nice. That was probably the most difficult bit of logic that we've had to fight with in the entire series. so that feels good. That feels really good. Okay, what do we got here? So this 3... Actually, like, immediately some really funky stuff here. So this is a minus, right? You have to be 5. Theoretically, you could be plus, and all 7 of these could be mines, which would be absolutely freaking wild. You have to be a plus. This 3, though... So, actually, before we look at this 3, I want to look at this one, okay? Because he's interesting. If he goes down to 2, right? Then no matter what we do, if it's these 2, then this 6 has to be these 2 and 1 more. 3 of these always have to be filled, right? There's a rule here that could be created. We saw it in the last one of the 2-5. It's the same thing. It's the difference of 3. When you have 2 numbers that are adjacent in this that are a difference of 3... then there's funky stuff. But basically what that tells me is that these 2 spots here have to be mines. That's the logic there. And then no, on top of that, it also has to be that these 2 are mines, yeah? And then you know that this is actually just... I think we can say you're safe, right? Because you're a +1, but you can't be a 3, and both of those are touching, so those have to be safe too. Okay, very, very good. And then this has to be safe, which makes this bad. And then because of that, you are actually a minus here. And you go down to 5. This 1 means you're a 2, which actually makes this safe, this bad. And then... as a result of that, this has to be bad, and then one of these 2 is bad, and technically speaking, it's this one. This 3 has to be here, you're safe, and then this 3 has to be like that. That level was actually very easy once you get the hang of it. Okay, dude, we're on a roll a little bit. This is making sense to me. This is making sense. This has to go here. Okay. These have to go here. This 3 has to go down to a 2. Let's slap the minus on him. This 4 has to go down here. So you got this square and this square has 1. This 2 could go up to a 3, and then this, but this 1 cannot, so you have to go down. Yeah, okay. You have to go up. So that makes this square really... I actually thought that that was going to be safe. So that 2 actually goes down to a 1, and then both of those are safe. That's unexpected, in my opinion. Yeah, okay. So that is what the logic was. Is it? Were we really able to know? Ah, yes, we are able to know. We know that you're safe, which would make both of those safe. Okay, yeah, I just didn't see it. I just didn't see it. Continue on. This 4 we know is stupid easy. We love a start like that. This 4 we then know is also stupid easy, which makes this spot fulfilled. Those are all bad. You get filled in. He's gone full sicko mode. 5 mines already in the business. Plus those, plus this. Honestly, feel really, really good. Dude, it's funky, right? Because technically those 2 could be mines, right? That would be plus on him, and plus on him. Crazier things have happened. But on the flip side, hear me out, right? I feel like you could have, if this 3 goes down to 2, all of those are safe. If this 2 goes down to 1, all of those are safe. And then that's where your problem lies, because you have a remaining of 3. And there's only 2 available spots for things to come in. So if all of these went down instead, you couldn't fill in the remaining number of mines in the grid. That logic is funky, but that then confirms that... Really? Oh, dude, I actually definitely thought that I had this. Give me the hint. So you're saying that this is guaranteed safe. That's guaranteed safe? And since you're 0, only one of these can be bad. So that means none of them are. So that was it. But then where the hell does the 3rd mine come from? Maybe I miscalculated because this 2, now there can be multiple here. I thought he was touching... Well, no, he could still go up. He could still go up. Okay. Yeah, I missed that. That's fine. You go there. Okay. You have to go down 1. Both of those are bad. Those get filled in. That may seem like a quick jurisdiction to make. I promise you that it made sense in my head. So one of these 2 has to be bad. This 5 has to go down as well. And this one has to go up. Now, that could be that this 2 goes up to 3 and both of those get filled in. Do I like that? I don't mind it. Okay, I don't mind it. What if the 2 goes down to 1? That means that both of those are now safe. This would get filled in. That is not a possibility because now this 5 can't do enough. So, give me that those are mines. That then fills in this. This 4 means this gets filled in. This 1 could be a 0. Don't get stun locked by this. Okay. Because you could have... This could be a 1, actually. This 2 could be a 1. And then both of those would be there. This 2 gets bumped up to a 3, then. You know you still have 1 in this box. If it's this 2, that means that it has to be here, which would make this bad, or this safe here. And then this 2 would have to go there. But there's still 5 remaining mines, so you can't fit enough of them. So, what does this logic tell me? This logic tells me that this 2, I think, has to go up to 3. Which would then make all of these... You're already touching 1. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Skip the level. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb old idiot. Okay, these have to go there. That means this is safe. This is safe. This is safe. This is safe. Okay. It's a lot of safes immediately. I'm super dumb, okay? I'm super dumb. There's just like it's really, really easy to miss like a very, very small component of each of these. And that's good. I like that, okay? It makes it interesting. This 3 has to be a 2. We know that. That means this 5 has to be a 4, which means both of those are bad. Okay. That's a good start. That's a good start. This 5 has to go down to 4. This 2 doesn't necessarily have to go down to 1. Let's think about it, okay? If this is a mine, then you are fulfilled. If you go down to 1, that means this is then bad. You would have this as a mine. This 5 can't fulfill. Okay? So I think what that tells me is this has to be a mine. Yeah. You then go in there. This 2 then has to be a 3. So those 2 are bad. This comes here. And then what logic do we actually know here? It feels like we don't know anything. Ah, here's exactly what we know. We know that this 3 has to go to... We know this 3 can't go to a 5. Let's word it like that. Well, no, we know it has to go to a 4. Okay? And we know it has to be one of these 2, right? Because this guy... No, that's not true. Is that true? I don't think that is true. So this 2 can't go to a 3. So he has to be a minus. Okay? And since he's a minus... I don't know if I have the logic here. I don't know if I have the logic here. So if this 3 has to go to a 4, only one of these... Ah, okay. So only one of these 4 can be a mine, and we have 3 remaining mines. So these 2 have to be bad. That means you can't have these, which makes you a 1. I can fill those in, and since you're a 0, I can fill that in. Okay, that felt better. That felt better. We've perfected 3 of these, so I've unlocked Liar's 6x6s, which is great. We do have to, like, eventually start unlocking new things. So I have to clear 5 levels of C to unlock T. I also have to clear 1 more L to unlock W. Those are just to keep unlocking... the next layer. Let's do 1 more L to unlock this next one. That sounds good to me. So, what do we know? What do we know? We know this 4 has to become a 3. This 1 is then already fulfilled. This 1 is then already fulfilled. This 1 is immediately fulfilled. This 4 could go to a 5. Just kidding. No, it can't. Okay? Because this 1 can only have 1 more here, but that makes... Really? No. The 4 could go down to a 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Give me the Y. Sure. Feel like I probably should have looked at the skip instead. Okay. This 1 has to go to a 0. That's the easiest start ever. Then this 1 has to be... This 0 has to become a 1, which means this 2 has to become a 3. Very good. Very good. Do I know anything here, though? It's actually a little weird. It's a little weird. How about this? So this 1 has to go to a 2, which means one of these 2 gets filled, which means this has to be bad. Okay. One of these 2 is then bad. I'm gonna mark that. So one of those 2 has to be bad. This 4 can't go to a 5, so you have to go down to a 3. But this one, it can't be... Well, it could be both of you, right? No, it can't be both of those. Okay, yeah, it can't be both of those. So we know these 2 are bad. Yeah. So then we have basically like this big disgusting chain right here of just no knowledge. We know that one of these two has to be bad, but we also know that one of these two has to be bad. And from this one, we know that one of those three has to be bad. So actually we can deduce this one right here has to be bad. And then this 3 tells us that. Okay, that was easy. Now what else do we know? This 5 is fulfilled by 4 already, so this is safe. And then this is actually an interesting one, maybe? Is this interesting? I don't know if this is interesting. So you're a 3, you have to go up to 4. If it's here, right, then this 2 is fulfilled. This one's fulfilled. That goes down. You then have to go down, so this becomes safe. You go up, this becomes safe. There's 2 remaining spots. That logic works. Let's test the flip side theory where these 2 are... That automatically breaks. Right? That breaks. So if both of these are in, if this goes up, then both of these have to be mines. And if that goes up, then this has to be... I mean, this is impossible because you're then a 5. So that guarantees this goes down, and because of that, we can automatically fill those 2 in. We then know this has to go up, we fill in this, and then it's exactly what we did before. Okay, and then we unlock W's. Dude, good job, Tyler, in my opinion. He's a damn genius. And then we unlock W's for the next episode, which are walls. What are walls? Let's take a quick... spoiler peek for the next one. Walls. The clue indicates the lengths of consecutive mines in the neighboring 8 cells. What? Okay. Oh, frick you. How in the hell am I gonna figure these out? Oh, dude, this is not... No. I don't think so. This is not gonna happen. So since this is a 1-4, we know that in these 8 surrounding cells, there has to be 4 connected and then a solo. Same here with the 1-2-2. Then the 5 also makes sense, but then when you put it in the big old grid, this is where it starts to break me, right? Because this is 3 in a line, right? But this 2 only sees these 5 cells, thus it sees this 2. These are going to be hard, okay? They're going to be hard, and that's an issue for future Tyler. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, liking the video, much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.